What's up? Cole here with more dirt, back with another one. It is Tuesday after Memorial Day, 5 p.m. Eastern. We are headed down to look at a waterproof retaining wall drainage thing. I'm not exactly sure what we're getting into, but I was referred by one of my buddies, Zach, to go check this job out. I worked all of Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I took off today. It's a Tuesday, which is weird, but we wouldn't clean out my wife's classroom. She just left her teaching job to stay home with the boys next year to make my life easier, because the boys with their autism, they have a bunch of therapies, and it took off a lot of work to get to that, to get them to their therapy. So I'm not sure what this video is going to entail, really. I mean, we got a big land clearing job coming up this week, and I got other jobs to look at. Tomorrow's all-day estimates, but yeah, we'll just do like a day in the life, week in the life type deal, and see if you guys enjoy it. And then, if you haven't already, Wednesday nights, free Google Meet. Google Meet call every Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Link is in the description. So, God first, family second, work third. More dirt. Let's get going. I'm crying. Oh my God, that was so funny. Hey, good job. Hannah's gonna love this. Took the Duramax off-roading. First job site of the day. You can see we are definitely in the forest, pulling out of this property. If you guys have been following me for a while, you might remember that side-by-side trail job we cut in last year. Well, we're back on site here. We went and assessed the trails. The erosion is not as bad as what it was, but it's definitely back. We had record rainfall here the last 6 weeks. And he also wants me to redo the driveway that you can see is all grass. So we're back on site here looking at this one, and we're gonna come back in July. It is June right now. And yeah, we'll be back on site. Let's go look at the next job. We're running estimates all day. On the next job site, and look, more gravel roads and BFE driving. This driveway, this house is way back here somewhere. I'm looking for. Yeah, I think I'm going the right way. So this is a house back here somewhere. I did a second ago. So this is a pool demo. This is gonna be a swimming pool demo bid, I guess. I can't believe there's a swimming pool right back here, but we'll see. I mean, this road is this is a driveway. It's a super long driveway. I'm kind of like intimidated to drive back here so far. We'll see what we'll see what we find back here. I have no idea. Well, they were legit. That pool was beautiful back there, and if I get this job, I'll film it. But yeah, a beautiful in-ground swimming pool in that farmhouse. I'd like to see it back in its heyday when it was first put in, but they went tore out. Told them, you know, 10 grand to get it filled back in, stone, yada yada yada, all that crap. And we'll see what happens. They said that sounds like a reasonable price. Not a lot of people do pool demo around here. To do it the right way costs money. Like even though I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, I'm still gonna follow code and do it the correct way, like how I would if I was in the neighboring county, because I don't want anyone ever uncover it, like, who did this? They come back on me. So always do that and cover your ass. So now we are headed, after I buckle my seatbelt, now I'm gonna call my pops. He's bought a commercial building, and we're gonna go see about demoing a loading dock and doing some grade correction there. So we got about an hour drive. We'll see what happens when we get there. Just left the big booming city of Coal City, and now we're rolling to Bloomington, and then we're going to Martinsville, and then we're going home. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Beautiful rainy day, looking at them jobs. After how many years been in business, Dad? 33. 33 years, my dad finally bought a commercial space building. Unreal. Unreal. 33 years of business. I left and you quit paying my salary. Now you can buy a building. This is wild, man. So wild. It's a lot different than what I used to look like when I came up here when Larry owned it.
Yeah, this here's, look how he got here.
Oh, wow. Oh, those all Jeff's?
Yeah.
Sweet. Damn. I know he deer hunted. Fantastic. Alrighty, so where that LP tank is, he wants to put a loading dock in for the semis to unload. All this stuff will be out of here. So all this grass will be coming out. We're gonna cut that all down. All this material will be dropped and lost. We'll lose it all right here. Fill that in, grade it off. This will all become gravel so the semi can pull in the gate and loop all the way around and back up to a loading dock. So since I left Dad's HVAC business, my stepbrother was a commercial guy. He came with my dad and they joined together forces. Now he has a commercial residential business that's grown to, how many employees do you have now? 14, 15? So he had, well, I think there was 9 of us. Now he had 14, 15 employees, whole bunch of trucks. He's just expanding out. And this, we know the original owner of this building. Dad's owned forever, and it came for sale. And he's like, I need the space. And now the shop at his house he's had forever can actually be his actual shop when he gets to retire, so he can work on his own stuff. So blows my mind that it's happening this way, because in 09 he about lost everything from the truck. Literally, it was down to nothing. And now 2025 he's
Ex-wives will do that to you too.
oh my God. Oh yeah. Old Scotty, boys. You guys hear me talk about my dad a lot, but you haven't seen him much, but you'll be seeing him on this project, because this is gonna be a big one. I'm excited for it. All right, just left Dad's new business, our building he bought there. It's crazy how he's expanded so much since I quit. Which I knew he was gonna retire and stop, or my stepbrother was gonna come in and help him take off, which I'm happy he did, because he has one employee that's a rock and roll rock star, so good at his job, that is a good leader. And Landon has the brains of his commercial side, like the technical side, his brain's insane. So him and Steve together is a powerhouse, so they're helping my dad's business take off and grow. And then now he bought that, which I never thought in 2009, when he literally, dude, we were freaking so broke. I mean, when 08, 09 hit, it was bad. I mean, I remember my dad saying we might lose the house. It was so bad. Even up till I was 22 years old, my dad was struggling. And then now to see his business boom like it has, and the contacts he's had, and it's incredible. And I'm so fortunate that I left and I'm doing what I love to do, because I don't want to be doing HVAC. I didn't want to be doing HVAC. But to see him thriving and doing so well, and it just makes me so happy, because he deserves it. He busted his ass his entire life, and my stepmom died last September, and then it's just good to see that he's still going and has purpose, and he's being positive. So excited for that, and excited to see that get taken care of and get to do all our dirt shit there. And then now we're headed over. Just got a call from my buddy Trevor. He's a big roofing guy. He called me. He has a customer, needs some stuff done in the driveway, and a retaining wall built or whatever. So wasn't the plan today, but we're gonna look at that anyways, and then we're gonna go up north of town and look at a concrete demo and another retaining wall deal. So let's keep on after it. So this is my buddy Trevor. He works for a roofing company. He's out here with the storm. A lot of you that aren't familiar with our area, we had a tornado come through 2 weeks ago, and look at that damage. I didn't know there was 2 houses back here, but we're here looking at what we can do to help them begin their project. I cannot believe that, dude. Like, it snapped all of them.
Oh yeah, it's
Mercy. Here's what we're looking on this job. The storm came through and the trees are uprooted and knocked this off. So they want a temporary retaining wall put up here, which I'm thinking about. If you see right there, that's just sloped off. Thinking about sloping it off and then put like a 2-to-1 and then rip-wrapping all that and building the driveway back up just for construction. And then the insurance is gonna pay potentially to repave these parts of the driveway. Oh my gosh, half the house is gone here. Man, I've never seen anything like this before. Not in person before. I mean, unbelievable. Wow, just left that storm cleanup job. I hadn't seen the storm damage firsthand since this tornado went through. I knew it was bad, but I had no idea it was that bad. So, gonna type that one up and submit it, and then wait till the tree guy gets stuff clear and go back and get that fixed. Probably gonna compact, and so we're gonna lift and compact the sinkhole that's been brought up because the stumps got ripped out of the ground. And then we'll just slope it off, put 2-to-1 on it or more of a slope, and then we're gonna rip right down, and it should get them by for the next 6-7 months, and then whenever they go finish it, pave it to where they want, they can decide how they want to finish it finish it more. Wow, I'm still like, I got no words for how bad that really was. I knew it was bad, but I had no idea it was that bad. So we're northbound now, finally going to Martinsville to look at our final job for the day. It is almost 2 p.m. and then we're going to be headed home and see like wife and kids, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. So, wow. All right, Thursday, on site with our next project here. 100 by 100 lane clear. They're putting a horse barn here. All this is getting cleared out, and they're putting like quarter minus or ag lime or something down here eventually. So we're gonna grade all this out, and well, we're gonna wait. The excavator, we're gonna pick all the trees out of here, I think a dozer, and cut the grade down over here and get it somewhat close with this grade right here. It rained a bunch. I don't realize how wet it was here. Holy crap. I'm not gonna do anything here today. It rained so much. And it rained a ton. There's standing water everywhere. Now here's where the building's gonna go. And we're gonna hold this all the way down to, there's an orange stake down there somewhere. I don't know if you guys can see it. Poking through that little orange stake right there. All that back 100 feet is getting cleared out. So like, look how tall this tree is. We gotta take that down. That's the tallest tree I've ever tried to push over my entire life. I'm actually really scared about that one. I don't want it to fall in its house. Like, it's literally leaning towards the house. So I'm gonna try to dig it out and push it over that way as far as I can. All right, change plans. I'm gonna go ahead and go out, go get my trailer, go get the skid steer and bring it with me tomorrow. I'm gonna bring the grapple and the land rake and a bucket, and I'm gonna use it instead of the dozer. I think I can get a lot of that knocked out with the excavator. Then we'll just use a skid steer, the grapple, and the root rake, or the land rake to rake all of it up and grade out like we need to. So I'm not sure if I'll need the dozer in here after all, but yeah, we'll see. It's just, I can't tell everything's out of the way, uncovered. I can't tell exactly what's gonna be the angle we're going with here. So always plan for the plan to change. What do we have here? Oh, boys. First time for everything. I'll get the skid steer with the Duramax. We'll see how she does. Gonna be really interesting. Okie dokie, almost the moment of truth. Gonna see how the Duramax does pulling the old skid steer home. I lost the taillight too. I don't even see it, but one of my taillights on my trailer is missing. I gotta figure out what the heck happened and go find a new one. I'm gonna go buy a new one on the way home. Well, the Duramax is officially pulling the skid steer, and I'll hate to say it, but it actually is doing really, really good. And this is a 3/4 ton. My Ford's a 1 ton. And this truck's handling like a champ. Like, you can't even tell the skid steer's back there. I don't like it though because I don't hear I don't hear nothing cool. I hear government bullshit when I hit the throttle. So it needs a weight loss kit done ASAP. But yeah, so far so good. I make a pit stop at old Spencer Trailer Sales. I blew it on my taillights part of the trailer, so I make a pit stop and pick one up. I'm pretty sure I backed into a pile of dirt with the ass of my trailer, and when I pulled out of it, the taillight was gone. So my own fault, but thank gosh they have all these parts in stock. We'll be back in action in no time. That thing is absolutely beautiful. Came home and got into some better attire. Hale mowed the grass. He stopped about right there. So I gotta unload, get the grapple, and I'm gonna take a normal bucket with me for tomorrow. We gotta go unload her classroom. I get all the stuff out of there tonight. So I'm scrambling to get this done before we get that done. So never ending around here, fellas. Never, ever ending. Just go, 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 go. Hustle, 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 hustle. Oh, boys, look what we got here. Look what we got here. Another fresh 315 or 36, that's a 315 on steel tracks this time. I gotta move it up out of the way so I can fit through here, but yeah. Oh. Wow, this up here is seriously so pretty. I mean, this is a potential lot right here that you could buy. I think whitetail properties. Here, doe blowing back there. Oh, you can't see them, but there's, that's a mama and a baby. They got pretty coats on this time of year. But yeah, here's a whitetail property listed. Has this lot for sale right here. Tell you what, I'd love to have inherited or had this property and developed it all. I mean, awesome. But I got to be a part of it. I actually bid that job that I'm at now, Jay's house. When I first got in business, I bid it. And hindsight, I'm happy I didn't win the bid because I didn't know enough to take on that big of a project. But the Amish did all of it. Levi Taylor got the septic put in, which I recommend him still. Figured out what the beep was. It's because I had my seatbelt on, which was not expected. All right, start a long walk to the top of the hill. This cab's got more room than the other one. A lot more room. Getting out of good old road gear. So I got my starting point pro established. My goal was to make me basically a clear path all the way back there and work my way that way and get all the small stuff out of the way, cleared out. And there's some stumps in here I gotta come through and dig out as well. There's more stumps than I thought initially, but it is what it is. It's super wet up here today too, so I'll try to do all I can do without making an absolute freaking mess. Making good headway here. A little bit of time, trying slowly but surely, not trying to get in big trouble. In no hurry, I'm trying to be safe. You know, safety first, especially working in these kind of conditions with a machine this big. You can get in trouble quick. I really want that tree gone too, so I'm pushing all the stuff over this way. Well, that's a stump. No wonder it won't come out. Oh. Yeah, a stump, which I don't think that's in the area, so we'll see. That's an old tree. Sweet, so that's not gonna move. Man, I wish I had me a thummy thumb. The longer I get this stuff pushed back in here, we'll be in business. Give me a spot established, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll is what they say. Get this pushed beyond this tree here. Get are down out of the way. You get the stump ball back out of the way. The hardest part about the job so far has just been getting everything established. What works and where's what. Like keeping an eye on all your hydraulics and the tracks and make sure you're not spinning something. And like, there's a stub right in front of me. There's a stub right here, and you can't. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like, I didn't know there was stuff there until I started pushing and shoving on stuff. Big stump right here too. Look at this. Thing's bigger than my boom. I'm gonna dig this side out of this one and go up top and push on. Show you how strong these stumps are. Top push on. There she goes. Heavy. That's a lot of mud on that dude. Knock some of the mud off of it. My wife just FaceTimed me, and I guess the pop-up storm went through the house and took the umbrella on the back patio and shattered our whole back patio table. So there's glass everywhere. So I'm gonna drop the trailer and boogie on home.